Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! Alright, with the amazingly powerful flow orb in hand, we are making our way to the end of the game. For the second time. And for the final time. Oh, come to think of it, down here was a teleport that Fadoon used his wind powers to go up. But Haraking doesn't have wind powers. Wonder how that's going to work. Okay, Bastal, I'm going to go ahead and swap out your super powerful weapon for just this Destiny Claw. And okay, maybe Fadoon didn't actually use his wind power to teleport. Maybe it was just a windy spot because of a magic storm. Well, in that case, there should have definitely been something there to show that there would be a teleport. So I'm just kind of curious. Let's swap out your Omega Ring for the Flow Orb. Are we able to damage this? Nope. It's got max defense. So we're just going to sit around and wait until the battle automatically ends. And we'll get our party members back one by one. Although we got different party members with Fantax on this run, so they're going to be spawning in different spots than before. There's Tarog and Zeretic decided to be fancy about his return. Zeretic! Well, if we have to do this, let's get it over with. Might as well take it like a man. And don't say it! No, don't worry, I won't say anything. We already gave you the Child's Guard on the previous run. I hate doing that. I'm really high now. That shadow. The ship is getting closer. You. And go ahead and have the flow orb back. I could keep it on hand for Fantax against the final boss, but I think I'll find more satisfaction on using it against solos. Also, get everybody rearranged again. Might as well do a heal. By the way, don't you dare use a heal before you grab your party members, because they will not get healed. You finally came. Welcome back, traitor. Shut up! The only person who could call me that was killed by you, and I intend to correct my mistake. You think you can win this? The aliens want us together. You lack the power to oppose them, even with the stone. And you have this power? Yes, because I have mastered my stone years ago. Instead of fleeing its power, I used it to become better than ever. Fadoon did in fact run away from its power. Makes me wonder what would have happened had he actually kept that stone around instead of sealing it away. Now it's my turn to correct a mistake. This is the end, Solos! I prefer Semnosit again, now that I am free of that shell. So let me think here. Free of that shell. In an ensuing fight against Fadoon, struggling over control over the stones, you basically died, to my understanding? But now I guess you've regained your power. Whatever your name is, I intend to bring you down. Die! Okay. I'm going to say hit hard. Just everybody go ahead and hit hard. Especially you, Bistal. This should not take long. Especially when crits happen. So I think Bistal's second weapon is also a double hitter, which means it does not seem to be benefiting from the job class boost of 1 extra attack. It is the character's first weapon that benefits from that attack. So I'm glad that Bistal's first weapon is the one that can be swapped out. You're on heal duty. I feel like that could have ended the fight had that not missed. I'll fight on in a moment. Also, it occurs to me, Hirakim has a ton of MP. So there is not much reason to not use her spells. Okay, no, he had a lot more HP than I thought. Or at least a little more HP than I thought. Either way, I win. Well done. I wish you luck against the aliens. You may yet win. Well, Runt, it's up to you now. Everybody recovered? I'm pretty sure I healed at that last save point. Yep. Oh gosh, look at our levels. 58, 50, 49, 48. Yeah, this'll be easy peasy. I'm debating whether I'm even going to include this fight on camera. By the way, it definitely threw me off that the alien queen made a big deal about Fantex being a miraculous one, when really, she's just commenting on the fact that Ian kept reviving him. It's not really anything more important than that. Fantex is not a chosen one or anything like that. Needed a catalyst to begin the merging. Remerging of the stones, I assume you mean. So, the Alien Queen allowed Fantax to be revived because she wanted to use Fantax. How appropriate then. How fortunate for the Alien Queen, I should say, that Solos initiated that merging. Had Solos not been all paranoid and trying to get the stones back together to fight the Alien Queen? I don't know, would the Alien Queen have been able to do anything? I suppose it's possible that the aliens could have gone into Dreadnought, or Dreadstone, to acquire that first stone. Alright, here's the final battle. Again, not sure yet whether I'll show the whole fight. we're not going to be as entertainingly overpowered this time. I find it interesting, by the way, that this is the music you decided to use for the final battle. It's not bad, honestly. In fact, for the Alien Queen, it is a royal boss music. It's regal. I will say, at the very least, knowing that the final boss can be afflicted by status ailments, I am going to abuse them. I've already beat the final boss legit the first time. This time, I'm gonna have some fun. And there we go. Finally paralyzed. And now she's not. Gosh dang it, it took like 6 or 7 turns to get you paralyzed, and... well, so much for that. And there we go. Yeah, definitely not going to include that fight on camera. It was still a long one. Kind of think of it. The ship wasn't actually destroyed. I remembered it being destroyed. I forgot about the part where it was teleported away into some dimension. Gotta wonder what dimension it got sent to. Made from the planet's essence, so it can't die unless the planet does. That definitely puts some thought into the whole idea of the planet is dying in 1,000 years. But I'm not really sure what connection I should make. Altera, where did you bring the aliens? Well, oh yeah! Mab's world. There's not much else to say. Hiroki eventually left to explore the world, since Oasis quieted down when the portals stopped. I guess with the stones remerged, they're no longer unstable. The rest of us just remained here. After all, we still had to save the world, but for now, we were happy watching the desert become alive again. And besides, we still had 997 years to work on it, right? Okay. No, I'm not going to save. We're going to see the ending again. Oh, I wonder if there will be additional screenshots in the ending. Because there's an option when you're making a game to take a snapshot for the ending. And you can take up to 23 snapshots. It doesn't actually take a screenshot, rather it remembers... well, it's a save state, basically. It save states where each of the objects and characters were during these scenes at the time of the snapshot, and places them all back in the scene. It's kind of interesting. But anyway, that is, once again, the end of Oasis. So, I already gave my overall thoughts at the end of my first run last year, so I'll give my thoughts about the second run. So, the story differences in this run were definitely interesting to see, even if it wasn't always obvious why things were different. And, as I said, I overall like this timeline more, with Hiroki kind of not just being a stupid jerk the entire time. Although, as I said before, the situation with the doppelganger near the start of the game was never resolved in this timeline. Oh sure, we now know that Lucitale is doppelganger, but that's never actually shown in this timeline. Aside from a couple of blink and you miss it moments. Her becoming that lady in the silly town and her turning into a statue, that's really it. I'm also not sure whether juxtapose counts towards that or not. Definitely some glitches here and there, some typos. Some story beats need clarified here and there for certain, but I know this game is going to receive an update. I'm sure that Emperor Seth will be posting in the comments somewhere that the update has released. But if not, definitely do that, so that people know when to play your game. I will not be playing through the update. I don't think that'll be necessary. So y'all can definitely check it out once the update releases. I will say this, there's going to be a lot of nerfing going on. Now then, there is a question that I'm sure some of y'all are probably wondering. When is my next console RPG Maker playthrough? Not just RPG Maker, but specifically console RPG Maker. Because my channel was basically founded on console RPG Maker. I mean, in the first few years of my channel, I posted 12 console RPG Maker playthroughs. Yet, Oasis is the first one I've done in a while. In fact, it's rare that I post console RPG Maker playthroughs anymore. Well, here's the thing, my attention has notably shifted more towards PC RPG Makers. And in fact, in the past few years, I've Let's Played 10 PC RPG Maker games. And that's because, over the years, I've been getting a lot of developer requests for PC RPG Maker games. And in fact, the next playthrough I'll be posting is going to be one such game. And there's another in development that I'll probably be posting sometime next year. However, I've been given so many developer requests, they've kind of worn out on me. So after that request next year, I'm going to be extremely picky about accepting more. Because really, for the most part, I would like to be able to do my own thing. And that includes a return to console RPG Maker playthroughs. I would like to do 1, maybe 2 each year. Because there's a lot of console RPG Maker games sitting around on the internet. There's probably even a few hidden gems among them. And back when console RPG Maker was a thing, this was like 2000 through 2006-07. YouTube hadn't been invented yet. Let's Plays were not a concept at all. I'm sure many of the developers of those old games would have loved to have seen them, seen their games get played. I don't know if any of those developers are still around at this point, but, you know, maybe one of them will just stumble upon my random playthrough of their game. Alongside RPG Maker, there's also some other playthroughs that I've had to put off. Like, I really want to Let's Play Super Mario Bros. Wonder. But as I said, that'll be next year. For now, next on my to-do list is a game that I actually recorded before Oasis, and it's a good one too. How many of y'all remember that demo of Mana Finder that I Let's Played a few years back? Well, the game is finished, and I'm going to start posting my playthrough of that next week. Oh, and watching the ending of this, by the way, no, they ran out of screenshots. It was still all the screenshots from the first run. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.